Did you know from the start how hard this was going to be?
No, it was definitely more challenging than anticipated.
Oh, absolutely not.
I definitely did not know from the start.
Nobody in the group has ever built a plane or anything like this before.
I think with everything, we just got in really deep.
I needed to find a way to relate passengers to the size of the fuselage, constant trade-off and design of how many pucks can we carry, how many ducts can we carry, how much big of a bandwidth can we have, while still maintaining fast speeds, low energy requirements, and especially with the small wingspan, the efficiency was terrible.
I would say the biggest challenge was designing for manufacturability.
The hardest part of the build. Honestly, I would say the hardest part of the build was the fitting things together. So we would, put things together and then we would take apart, trying to put it on like a bulkhead or something, and it just wouldn't fit. The aluminum bars on the longerons, and man, the holes wouldn't line up. Things was just not fit right. That was the hardest part, honestly.
So going to the first test flight, the aircraft that we actually had was pretty rough.
We wanted to get the first test flight in the air and running just to honestly prove our design and show that it works.
Like the fuselage and the monocoque and everything was tough.
What I didn't expect from the first ground testing was honestly how the landing gear had to be a lot tougher than I expected.
I think around this time, more than anything, we were battling the weather. We were scraping snow off the track with our shovels.
It was our first time any of us have ever built a plane. The thing was massive, and all we could do was go up and up. I knew something was not right.
Going into the first flight, we had done a few ground tests before and everything was good. And then right as we went to take off,
It was the first time we had the vehicle all put together and with the motors on. So I was pretty excited. It was the first time that we were going to really see what it could do.
First test flight, it was just a simple error, rookie mistake, I guess, in aircraft design, is its center of pressure of the lifting forces on the aircraft being in front of the center of mass.
Biggest change between version 1 and 2 was moving the wings back to move the neutral point back and making the horizontal tail much larger.
Visual improvements from the first prototype to the second prototype, I think, was we undercoated the monocoque in balsa monocoque or in cardstock, and we actually learned how to monocoat it.
Projects has taught me that it's not always about finding the perfect solution. It's about finding the solution that works and iterating it in a timely manner. When you're under time constraints and budget constraints, you're not always going to have the best perfect solution, but you need to make a solution that works with what you have.
with the new design going into the second flight, I think we all had high hopes.
I was pretty disappointed, but then again, we didn't pitch straight up, so it was still an improvement from the first test flight.
After the second time, that was probably the lowest the project was. It looked like we had a solid takeoff, and we were level, and then nosedive at the end.
After the second crash, I thought even more so than the first one that we were done. We had not seen a single airplane turn a single time, and that had to be our final design, so we essentially only had one more chance to get it right.
that set of tests, I was pretty shocked that we never left the ground during that test.
For the first time, we really weren't sure what had happened, what went wrong.
So the project taught me that you're never going to be right the first time. Engineering, you're gonna fail a lot, and you just have to learn from your mistakes, just like anything else in life. Really, you're never going to be perfect, and you can't get too down on yourself when one thing goes wrong. You just have to get back up, figure out what went wrong, and fix it, and then try again.
Going into test flight 3, I was kind of nervous. This was really going to be our last shot.
Right here, seeing it come towards us, I really thought that we were going to land it.
I saw that go into the tree, and I thought I saw it go into a million pieces from where I was standing, and so I thought the project was done. Then once I saw it up in the tree, I thought, oh, well, this thing's salvageable. Like, we can just take it down and refly it. Might have to fix a gear or something, but other than that, it's fine. And then once we got it down and inspected the damage, my hopes for going to competition were relatively low, but I still wanted to try.
We were all just spending multiple hours in the lab, working to get this plane to fly. Was it worth it?
Oh, 100% worth it. I remember the first time that people saw the design, they said that is never going to fly, your wings are too small.
The project was 100% worth it. Not just from an engineering standpoint, but also from a standpoint that I've built lifelong connections with these teammates. And honestly, I've learned so much about myself, how I learn, and how to work with others and how to communicate.
Yeah, I'd say this was definitely worth it. I mean, overall, I got to learn a lot of new, especially just practical things about what goes into manufacturing any kind of aircraft, designing and manufacturing an aircraft. And I also got to just connect really well with my team, and I think we all have developed a lot of respect for each other. We know that we all can work hard for a long time over a big project and lock in and get it done. So I'm definitely glad that I was part of this team.
It was absolutely worth it. I was so proud of my team, the hard work and dedication that we all put in to achieve one goal.
That I have a team. The team that I have, I can rely on a lot.
Yes, I don't regret anything that we've done so far.